What's going on, everybody? And I hope you're enjoying your Sunday morning so far. This is MYG Jeffy T85 here, and I'm going to be giving you a little bit of injury and roster news surrounding the New York Mets and who might be called up to replace the injured player or players on the roster. The New York Mets have not had the best injury luck when it comes to their roster and their organization so far this season. And unfortunately, it did not get much better starting today, as this morning the New York Mets have placed left-handed reliever Brooks Raley on the injured list, 15-day injured list with elbow inflammation, which is never something you want to hear. Raley is now being placed on the injured list, as well as the New York Mets have demoted left-handed starting pitcher who has struggled mightily so far this season. They've demoted him down to Triple-A Syracuse. And in corresponding moves, the New York Mets have replaced both Peterson and Raley with right-handed pitcher John Curtis, who has been called up from Triple-A Syracuse, as well as they have activated and reinstated right-handed pitcher Adam Ottavino off of the paternity list after he was having his first child before. Peterson has been awful so far this season, to say the least. David Peterson has been beyond abysmal this season. He's pitched to a 7.34 ERA to begin this baseball season and is off to a 1-4 regular season. It is obvious why this team had to demote him. He was not giving them any type of production in that starting rotation. And maybe you send him down to the minor leagues and you see if a couple of minor league stints and minor league starts might be able to get him back on the right track, and then the Mets can recall him afterwards. Because right now, this starting pitching staff is looking pretty damn glim. I mean, you look at the starting pitching staff right now as we speak with the New York Mets. You have Jose Butto, who struggled in his last start. Joey Lucchesi, who didn't have the best start last game. Kodai Senga, who's coming off a difficult start. And Tyler McGill, who has not looked good either. The Mets need help in this pitching staff in the worst way, especially in the starting pitching staff. It sounds like that Justin Verlander might be back by the beginning of the end of next week. And that Max Scherzer seems like he's going to get activated off of his suspension when he was caught with that rosin or that sticky substance on his hand. So the Mets look like they're going to be getting their two aces back. But Peterson needs to get himself going in the minor leagues, because right now, the Mets don't have a left-handed option coming out of that bullpen. And right now, this team badly needs some type of production out of the left-handed starter. In terms of Brooks Raley right now in 11 1/3 inning has pitched to a 4.76 ERA. And he's going to be missed because we don't have a left-handed reliever now coming out of the bullpen. We don't. So hopefully Raley is only going to have to miss the minimum of 15 days, and he's not going to have to be gone for longer than that, because then the Mets might have to scramble trying to figure out what to do in order to replace Brooks Raley going into, the next week and a half, the next 2 weeks or so. So right now, this Mets starting pitching staff and the relief pitching is struggling mightily. John Curtis has not exactly, been lighting it up in terms of his overall play. That's number one. And number two, it's good to get Adam Ottavino back, but the Mets need to just try to stay above water. And, well, the Mets, I don't know when they're going to be playing next, because they had their game yesterday against the Atlanta Braves postponed due to inclement weather. And now the Mets they were supposed to have a scheduled doubleheader today, but those games have also been postponed due to inclement weather. So who knows when the Mets are going to be able to play their next few games. I'm assuming they're going to be doing a doubleheader tomorrow on Monday because of the rain out. So right now, the Mets need to just stay above water with this team. This is an unfortunate thing right now that David Peterson has been off to such a terrible start this year. And it's really not good that Brooks Raley, even though his ERA has not been that great, the Mets can use all the old bullpen that help they can get. And hopefully Raley is only going to be out for a minimum of about 2 weeks. Because if he has to miss any more time, the Mets might be in serious trouble. But we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. But just wanted to give you guys that quick little injury update surrounding Brooks Raley and the roster moves with the New York Mets. Just to recap it, the New York Mets have placed left-handed reliever Brooks Raley on the 15-day injured list with elbow inflammation in his left elbow. And the Mets have also demoted or sent down left-handed starting pitcher David Peterson down to the minor leagues. He's now down to the Triple-A Syracuse. And in return, the New York Mets have called up right-handed reliever John Curtis from Triple-A Syracuse, and they have also reinstated right-handed reliever Adam Ottavino from paternity list. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button below. Give a sub to NYG Jeffy T85. More news updates and chatter surrounding the New York Mets. Turn on the bell for notifications. The next video is short dropping on the channel surrounding the New York Mets. And let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the roster maneuvering by the New York Mets today, including placing Brooks Raley on the 15-day injured list with elbow inflammation, which is never a good sign when you hear that about a relief pitcher. I mean, just the thought of elbow inflammation for the left-handed reliever is not a good sign, and I'm really hoping and crossing my fingers he's only going to miss a minimum of 15 days, because if he does have to miss more time, that's not a good sign for the bullpen. As well as the team sending down David Peterson, who's been awful so far this season, seeing if they could get his mechanics going, and then calling up John Curtis from Triple-A Syracuse and reinstating Adam Ottavino off the paternity list. Let me know how you feel about these roster moves, as well as the fact that the Mets, who knows when they're going to be able to play their next games going into the rest of this MLB season due to the inclement weather. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take it easy, and let's go New York Mets as always. All you got to do is you got to believe in those boys from Queens.